guys, it's Cara, your favorite career cheerleader. Listen, I'm here with some new hair, as you can see. New beginnings.
Looking lovely.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Mike. Listen, I just got off a radio show with On the Mic with Mike.
And I'm Mike.
So let's talk about who Mike is. Who are you, Mike?
So I'm honored to be on with the career cheerleader, Cara Presley, and also the lady from Red Table Talk, RVA. Folks, I'm out in the street a lot. I hear a lot of things, and the buzz in the street is about the Red Table Talk, RVA. Congrats to all of the folks who are part of that. And, just like to say thank you. So, I'm Mike King. I came to Richmond 5 years ago. I didn't know it. So I came here with the Henrico Citizen. But I started doing things as far as nonprofits go. And within about 8 months, the TV station CW Richmond found me, and I was selling advertising for CW, but always had the feel of doing nonprofit work and how business can interact with society. I met a lot of cool people along the way, and we started doing a TV show for Helen Home. Shout out to Helen and Miss Gurley's. Okay. We did the restaurant scene with Miss Gurley's, and she went around a bunch of different restaurants, and she supported businesses that way. I worked with her with the show, and then I did Victoria's Kitchen with Ellen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Shout out to Ellen and her daughters and their family. Okay. They're opening a new business, so make sure you support them. I came up with the idea I could do it for myself, and I started RVA Swag Central, which is a TV show.
Oh.
And we interview people. We go to different locations. It's all about who's doing what in Richmond. It comes on CW 5 a.m. on Fridays, and out of that popped up On the Mic with Mike, which is a radio program, which is, we just finished, we wrapped up.
Just finished.
And Cara, shout out to Sandra Wilson.
Yeah, Sandra, for connecting us
Exactly.
both. Listen, we've seen each other around the city.
And you said...
I said we're the best interviewers in town.
Yeah, and you said Mike King Bish. Shout out to Godmama Wear for the embroidery work. Sandra Wilson, who's a master at branding, told me I needed to have my own logo, stop wearing other people's stuff.
Accurate.
And so, okay, so fine, you're interviewing me. So.
Listen, he's going to take over, but it's okay. It's okay because we're getting to know who you are specifically. Yes. Like I said, we're the best interviewers in Richmond. I believe it. I believe it's true. Dynamic duo, maybe.
Well, that is true. One of the things I started doing is, I always wanted to, when I started my programs, I wanted to be like Russell Simmons. I just wanted to be the person behind the scene who put it together and came out. That's a TV show. Mm-hmm. That's a radio program. I just want to come out and say thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
Right. At the end.
But it didn't work like that. And so the whole social media part was I'm better at engaging people once I know them. It's not about just talking to a bunch of people. The radio program today was excellent. Cara came. We had Meet the Turners, the folks who do the food reviews from the car.
Yeah, I'm going to be on that show.
Craig Martin, who does the TV show called The Good Road. He's finding people doing good things on a worldwide basis. So that's it. I'm sorry. There you go.
No, you're fine. Listen, it's going perfectly. But what you're saying is exactly on the core with everything that we're doing here at Red Table Talk. Of course, we're having a brunch about the card game. We're not really strangers. And I think that's exactly what this is. We're not really strangers. I have been following you virtually, seeing your radio show and different things you were doing for a while. And I said, I got to get with Mike. So I want to know a little bit more about what gives you the passion to go out here and talk. You sound like a salesman.
Well, one of the things, I am a salesman. But, and so I left CW at the end of May. I always have been a person who could connect people. I grew up privileged. I did. So whenever you would see that group of 10 kids, and there was that one black kid, that was me.
Listen, I can relate a little bit. I'm a private school kid.
Yeah, exactly. So, but there's some things that come along with that. There's some pressure, there's some benefits. And so I was an only kid for 14 years, and my father had, he had been an orphan, and everything that he gave came with a price. And he always owned his own business. Do you know what that cost? And he was always a person who would come, and people would come by, and he'd hook them up. He'd be like, yo, Kingy. He would always be the person who knew that guy.
Right. Okay.
And there's a value in knowing people who know that guy, because who killed the middleman? It wasn't the middleman.
Right.
There's always a value in knowing. So that's why when I see your brand, I just start hitting people saying, hey, and they're like, who's this Mike King guy hitting me saying, hey, do you want to come on my program? Because I look and see who's doing what I think are some pretty cool things. That's how, like what you've launched, you have different things going on. So it's right, and they're successful. You're helping people with the cheerleading part. You talk about the self-care thing.
Self-care is very important, and no one talks about it. We always look at people on the pedestal.
Yeah.
But rarely do we talk about the journey to get to the pedestal and maintain the pedestal, you know?
There is something about men getting together and sharing it out. Well, one, I've never gone to much things like that. But the men are sitting there talking about things about the emotions or things that are important to them. And so you don't see that very often. So, when you talk about the self-care, I think that's important.
Well, since we're talking self-care, what is your favorite form of self-care?
So I am really, for folks who ever dealt with Myers-Briggs, I'm an introvert. And so this is the sales part. So my wife was one of 8 kids, and I've learned how to interact. But for me personally, the best part of self-care is just going somewhere, being by myself.
Bless your heart.
Exactly. I love some me time.
I'm an extroverted introvert. So I love to be out and I love people, but I do need some time to recharge. I need to back up for a second. Then I'll come back energized.
Yeah, well, I do see you have that pace and that speed. But you're interacting with people and I understand that. So.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you joining me for just a quick moment. Tell people where they can find you. Are you on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook? So
I do a couple different things. So the TV show is RVA Swag Central, 5 a.m. on Friday on CW. That is the shameless plug.
No problem.
My radio program is a little different because it's on the mic with Mike. It's on conservative radio. The stuff that we're talking in here, they're not used to that. They're not used to the stuff we're talking. This is straight Donald Trump world. And so
Understood.
we're here and we're enlightening these folks about the reality of life. The buzz on the street is this is outstanding what you guys are doing. So now, what part do men play in the Red Table Talk conversation?
Ooh, listen.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I want more men to be involved, but I think that Red Table Talk is perceived as females only because, of course, it's Jada, Willow, and Gam. Will visits the show here and there.
Shout out to Philly, see?
Shout out to Philly. That's the connection.
Philly has men who can be kind of sensitive.
I feel like all men are sensitive.
They too, but Philly guys, we don't hide it as much.
Okay. I feel like men don't have an opportunity to show their true colors because the world wants to see them in one way often.
That is for sure.
Yeah.
Women can get along and meet and be best of friends within a short amount of time.
True.
Men need something to happen. They need to either have something physical, sporting, or military that we can bond and let the guard down to really get, because before that it's like, hey, I like basketball. You like basketball?
Right.
And we're never gonna say anything really about what we feel. It's just gonna always be about the superficial.
And just the exterior layer. So it takes a little bit for you guys to dive in.
And that's why the group with Cheats and James and the stuff that James is doing. Oh, shout out to Mental Heal.
Yeah, Mental Heal. Listen, shout out to him. James is a part of the group. He's one of our men. I believe we have about 5 men in the Red Table Talk RVA group. You might be one of them. Do you like the page?
I do like the page.
Okay, well, you're one of the men.
We
welcome men. We welcome you guys to the group. We want more men who are just willing to just share their perspective.
Okay.
So
Alright.
That's how men play the part. But men always play a part because we love men.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We want to be better.
We want you to be better. Thank you, Mike.
All right, appreciate it, folks. Thanks. Congratulations to all of the folks in our Red Table Talk. Congratulations for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the program, and I'll see you guys around Richmond.
Thanks for coming on mine as well, and y'all have a great day.
I want to be like her when I grow up.
I want to be like him.
No, trust me. Don't believe the hype.
Bye, you guys.
Take care.